Jeff Hrynchyshyn. Uh, work corrections for on my 19th year at the youth correctional facility at Kilburn Hall. Doing a little switch too. I just kind of started dabbling in doing mortgage associate stuff with Mortgage Now Incorporated. So I'm doing mortgages through them. Great group of guys and gals to work with. Super encouraging, helpful group, and big into, like you, into fitness, sports. I've been racing triathlons competitively for over 15 years now, and started looking back at some of the old T-shirts, and it's like 2008, and you start realizing how old you're getting and how long you've been doing the sport, and knock on wood, fairly injury free.
Oh yeah,
So
that's nice.
yeah, some as you get older, you kinda have to take a little more recovery time and stuff, but, the base and the knowledge is growing, and, uh, that's kinda my big passion is sports and fitness and staying healthy, and yeah, that's that's me. That's how I kinda came in contact with you, seeing how awesome you are and what you're into, and yeah, we seem to hit it off right off the bat that way.
Yeah, and then we just have the Wadena connection
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, exactly. You went to high school with, my youngest brother?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, it's cool. It's before we get into triathlons, so what is the correlation between corrections and mortgages? How did you?
Zero,
Okay, so
zero
how did that
correlation at
happen?
all. I, had worked with the guys at Mortgage Now Incorporated with, Devin and Wes for quite a few years. I had a couple of rental properties, and
Mm,
they were my go-to guys for mortgages, and I had got talking with Wes and Devin, and just kinda intrigued me and piqued my interest about, well, what would it take and what kind of education and schooling I would have to do, and sat down with, Wes and had a meeting regarding that, and thought it would just be something completely different than what I'm used to, and, uh, just get out of the comfort zone and keep learning, right? So
interesting.
I figured I'd give it a shot, and I've quite enjoyed it so far. Completely different than corrections.
Yeah,
Completely
and how
different.
do you like corrections?
I love it. It's given me a lot of opportunities in life. Shift work, I don't think I could go do anything but shift work at this point. Like
Right.
I work 4 on, 4 off afternoons. It's awesome. It's allowed me to do a lot of great things with my kids during the day, coaching their activities.
Mm.
It's just to be able to have a good work life balance.
And you're at Kilburn?
Yeah.
Have you always been there?
No, I worked, 5 or 6 years at the adult center as
Okay.
well. So I first started at Kilburn 19 years ago, and then hours got so slow that I ended up having to make the move because the person had mortgage and bills to pay. So moved over to the correctional center, and then was there for 5 or 6 years, and then, finally after, what was it, 13 years or so, I could get a full-time position at, Kilburn, and I actually was enjoying the correctional center. I really enjoyed the people I worked with there, and I didn't have any ambition of moving back over to Kilburn. And I had the old director at that time gave me a call and said, "Hey, we got a opening that I think you might have enough seniority to take permanent full time." And so I threw my name in, and yeah, it was a nice switch to go back. And yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
So then how did you so what made you for first off start triathlons and then compete like competitively because you're like first or second most of the time.
Yeah, locally.
Okay.
Yeah, internationally, I wouldn't I definitely am not there,
Right.
but, locally in the short course races, historically, I do fairly well. Um, I've always struggled with the nutrition piece as the
Okay.
races get longer. I've done 1 half Ironman, and did not, and it was a long day. It
Okay. Like
was
cramping?
bad cramping nutrition I did not get right, and then even
Mm,
I've done Frank Dunn,
yeah.
5 times, and I'm 0 for 5 for getting the nutrition piece right because
Really?
it races so fast and so hard, and I haven't even reached the top 10. My best finish was 11th place last year, which was I was
Okay.
happy with, but still cramped up for the first 2 miles of the run and was able to just kinda get enough salt and honey and sugar back in the system and get going again.
So
Yeah.
what is it usually the run where the cramping starts?
Starts, the late part of the bike. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's why I enjoy the standard distance or the sprint distance, right? Race is just they're shorter and less nutrition based.
Right.
So, yeah.
Since I've been doing more longer races,
Yeah.
like running,
Yeah.
man, I've been cramping too. Last
Yeah.
year I cramped on 3 races,
Yeah.
and one so bad I couldn't finish.
Oh, yeah.
And the year before, I didn't cramp not even one time, not once.
Yeah.
And then last year, it just keeps happening. So I haven't I haven't took the time to look into proper nutrition
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
but it's getting annoying. So I'm gonna have to now.
Yeah. Nutrition plays a huge key as you start racing longer and longer.
Yeah,
It's that the most important aspect as you keep racing, right, for
right.
longer distances is like, do you got the right mix of electrolytes, carbohydrates, potassium, stop the cramping and prevent it, right?
Mhm,
So, and if it does happen, what do you take to be able to
right.
carry on, right? To kind of do some damage control.
So and obviously everyone's different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So for you, you said you haven't figured it out yet,
No, after not for the long distance stuff.
like, but you've just been testing
Yeah.
and just
Yeah, so I've used multiple different brands for nutrition. Right
nice.
now, I uh, have been using Sun River, Saskatchewan product, honey base, super easy on my stomach,
Mm,
which is always a big thing for guts. When, as you know, like the longer you start racing and stuff, the nutrition in the guts start to take a toll on what you can absorb and what feels
right.
good in the guts and what's going to upset the guts. And then the sodium aspect for me tends to kind of find that right balance between having sore guts or cramping, right? Kind of that
Mm.
fine line.
Do you find it? I find it hard to like. I started taking Skittles with me,
Yeah.
uh, because like I can't really take those goos.
Yeah. And that's why I moved to the Sun River, the honey. It's just
Okay.
straight honey, like flavored honey.
So what is it? Is it like how do you
It's in a tube
like a
like
goo?
the goo tube,
Okay.
but it's a lot more like it's honey texture,
Okay.
and so it's a lot better for
Interesting.
me.
And that's in the city?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that'd be better for me too.
yeah,
Cause this, like, even like Skittles,
yeah,
like that's fine.
yeah,
But even sometimes, like, I don't feel like eating anything. So
yeah,
when I get to the stations,
yeah,
even like the beef jerky, the sausage, the
yeah,
pickles, the fruit,
yeah.
it's just like even hard for me to look at it because
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
and that's
But if
why
there's ever candy, I'll just grab that.
yeah, that's the simple sugar, right? Your
Yeah.
body's craving that at that point, right? Is
Hmm.
that quick carbohydrate, what gets into the system to get the glucose to the muscles.
Right.
Yeah.
It's wild, eh?
Yeah, it
I
really is.
always I always talk to Terrence about this,
Yeah,
and he freaking gives me advice all the time, and I just never take it.
and he's such a good knowledge,
Yeah.
like, he's such a wealth of knowledge. Yeah,
I'm like, "I keep cramping." He's like, "Well, you should, he's, like, giving me stretches to do and, like, some workouts and practice workouts and all these things. I'm like, "That sounds like a lot."
yeah, yeah,
He's like, "Oh, no, it's easy.
yeah,
You should just do it."
yeah,
I'm like, "Okay.
yeah,
I'll think about it."
yeah, yeah.
But so when did you start getting into triathlons?
Early 20s.
Early 20s. And
Yeah.
you did that because of what?
I was doing lots of running, and then I kinda just got suckered in by a buddy, "Hey, you should try this,"
Oh,
and,
yeah.
talking to the guys at the bike doctor, like, "Oh, yeah, we got Moe's Triathlon," and back then it was, an off-road one where, in the paths by Lakewood Civic Center. So
Okay.
the swim was in Lakewood Pool, and then the bike was around the paths there, and then the run was around that area. And so the bike that I had at the time that I'd bought from the bike doctor, worked out perfect for it, and I just after that first race, I was just hooked. The community is just super encouraging, and I just had a blast.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's, so in your so how many, okay, that was in your 20s?
yeah.
So how many do you think you've done? Do you know?
I don't know an exact number. It would be in the couple hundreds for sure.
Okay, and when do you think you started, like, winning races?
When I started working with, Brad Spokes at Zone Performance Multisport and
Mm,
Physiotherapy. That's when I seen the biggest change. His knowledge base is, like, for endurance athletes and triathlon specific, and just the whole physiology of racing, and his knowledge base is, like, the best I've ever seen. He is such a wealth of knowledge, and just I started working with him, and he's got a great swim group, and it kinda when I started swimming with them, it kinda made me from a back of the pack kinda swimmer to
mm,
all of a sudden I'm coming out of the water, like, top 10 to all the way out first out of the water, and it's like
cool.
I I can only attribute to all that to starting to work with Brad and his crew
Do
there.
you remember some of, like, the major changes you had to make?
Yeah, we had one off season because I was always having injuries because I was a tow runner, and so we did, I had to videotape myself running on the treadmill to make sure that I was no longer striking with the front of my foot, so that I was actually landing mid-foot, and then just working on the cadence then. And so I had to change my whole biomechanics in running, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Wow, like, this feels way smoother."
Right.
And I'm not getting injured anymore. Like, my knee issues are no longer there, my hip issues aren't there, and yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
that's
Just the whole
so interesting.
impact.
So what does tow running do?
It puts more of a impact on shins, knees, and it's just your body's not as in line, and it seemed to be pretty detrimental to me and, like, just my biomechanic and the makeup for my run mechanics.
Hmm,
So and it's been a huge change for, like, just injury prevention too.
right.
So,
It's wild how much, like, how much science there is behind it.
oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, especially now because they got, like, the pads, right, where they can show you where the
Yeah.
pressure is, where
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
I just don't okay, so when you had to change your running, man, that must be because you have to be super intentional, right?
It, like, literally started by jogging on the treadmill for 30 seconds, and then walking for, like, a minute, minute and a half, and then jogging for 30 seconds just to allow your body to adapt to the change, and like you said, you have to be, like, super focused on just even every step, like, super slow on the treadmill and, like,
Mm.
intentional with how you're planting your foot, how you're landing. Yeah.
So how long would that take
That took
before you're not even thinking about it
that took
anymore?
me over 4 months.
Really?
Yeah,
Of, like, a couple times a week?
yeah,
Or
like 3, 4 times a week. Yeah,
crazy,
before it became a habit. They say, what is it? Close to, over 1,000 hours or
right?
repetitions or something before something becomes automatic.
Yeah, and then also, like, even when so in that 4 months, were you racing?
No.
Or you just
It was just that's all I was focused on. It was during the off season.
Because sometimes I feel like I'm just comparing it to boxing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you train something, then you go and you race, you
Yeah.
go into your boxing match, and then once it gets intense and you get tired, you go back to
That's
what you
yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
Did you find that happening?
Because I started it right at the start of the off season, I didn't have to because I had built up enough endurance and changed my whole biomechanic makeup and how I was running that I it just became normal then,
Okay.
which was good.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Which of the 3 was naturally the easiest for you, and which one was the hardest?
Naturally easy for me was always running.
Okay.
Uh Biking has still been I've I bike okay, but I'm still kind of a middle of the pack kind of cyclist. So I can swim pretty decent and then put myself into a good position. And then I just kind of bike okay.
I
And
see.
then I can run to a decent spot.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So where do you have the issues biking?
just I find just I had been lacking like kind of the power, putting that strength into the pedal. So this off season, I've really focused a lot of like strength work.
Mhm.
Just started doing a lot more strength work with the legs and the quads and the glutes. And I've already noticed just that correlation, how it's transferring over into because I ride with like power pedals, so it shows for watts.
Oh, I
And
see.
my power has already gone up quite a bit, which is nice to see that the intention of what you're wanting to happen is actually translating, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
that's working with a coach?
I'm doing all my own coaching now, but all my knowledge base came from Brad.
Okay.
Just because I worked with him for cycling, running, swimming for
Mm,
10 years. He was just my direct coach for over 10 years. And so just he gave me the knowledge base that I have. And I still, if I have things that I have questions about or whatnot, I'll go see him. And he's always been such a wealth of knowledge and willing to sit down and have conversations and chat about different workouts and how a person maybe take this workout and adapt it this way.
mm,
And you'll see more bang for your buck as to what your goal is,
right.
which is always good. And I try make a point of going to get like because he does blood lactate testing. So then it's like super intentional. Then you have like all your zones for everything based on how much blood lactate is. It's called inside. And so,
This is getting intense.
yeah. And so he has like a protocol where he'll either on the bike or on the treadmill. And the last year I did it on the treadmill a couple times. And it's like my goal was to run sub 20 minutes off the bike for 5K. So under 20 minutes, 19 and change.
Mm,
And then we worked on what kind of workouts I should be specifically doing to hit those goals. And I hit those goals every time, which was shows that like the science behind it. And then just with his knowledge base of what works and which areas based on that testing that I was lacking and needed to work on just the way we went about it was like it worked out really well.
okay.
Yeah.
And so do you do you try to do that every year?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll do it here come the new year. I'll
Okay.
probably do it on the bike this year because last year I did it on the treadmill because I was focused also on I raced my first indoor track and field race for the first time in just about 20 years. So I raced in the Masters Mile
Okay.
last year, so I was kinda focused on that and working on that run foot speed, and yeah.
How'd you do?
I took 2nd behind Jason Warwick,
Okay.
so I ran 5:28 for the mile.
5:28.
my goal was 5:20, and I ran soft, kind of the middle three. I ran about kind of 2.5 seconds each lap slower than I wanted to. I had a hard time just kind of staying focused. My first two were good, my last two were good, and kind of that middle four were kind of a little bit
Okay.
slower than I kind of wanted.
And
So
how did first place do?
he ran five. What did he run? 5:05 or 5:10?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. He smoked everyone.
Yeah, that's wild. I've always wanted to redo my mile, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I just ran to see, and I got 6:13 or something,
that's quick.
but I feel like I could beat it now.
Yeah,
Cause I was like, when I was just starting to run,
yeah,
I feel like my lungs can handle a lot more now.
yeah,
So I think I could get under 6 at least.
yeah,
That was my goal
yeah,
when I tried it.
yeah,
Get under 6?
yeah.
6, yeah, 6:13
That's
something.
fast though.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it oh, and then
You're a big dude. You're a
yeah,
big, strong dude. You carry a lot around a lot more muscle than most people, right?
yeah, yeah, a lot more weight to move. Even these
Yeah.
long distance runs, like,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "Man, if I just lost like 40 pounds."
But your goal is different, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like you're
My
boxing,
main focus is boxing.
yeah, and you're about power. So
Yeah,
what transfers power, right?
yeah.
That explosive muscle. Yeah.
I, so I've only done 1 triathlon
Yeah.
in my life, and it was Frank Dunn,
Yeah.
and I got invited by Lancy,
Yeah.
and she never told me what it was.
Yeah.
She's just like, "Hey, come try this triathlon."
Yeah.
I didn't know I didn't know the distances,
Yeah.
but then I didn't know that this was a longer one.
Yeah.
So I went there and almost died,
Yeah.
especially after the swim.
Oh, that swim's brutal.
It was so brutal.
Yeah.
I didn't train.
Yeah.
I assumed swimming was easy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
No.
I remember coming out of the water and almost fainting.
Oh yeah.
Like
When you first stand up.
yeah,
Yeah.
my head was dizzy. If I wasn't like in like chest deep water,
Yeah.
I probably would have stumbled.
Yeah.
But the water kind of like held me up, and I like just stood there, and I was like, "Holy smoke!
Yeah.
I gotta go on a bike."
Yeah. For 64 kilometers.
Yeah, and then I just had a mountain bike,
Yeah.
and that was not a good idea either.
Oh no.
Uh, just like the amount of effort I had to put in,
Compared to everyone else.
and they're just
Yeah.
flying by me,
Yeah.
and they look like they're not putting as much effort.
Yeah.
They look like they're just cruising,
Yeah.
and I'm just like giving it my all.
Yeah.
So I was actually the last one allowed in, because when I came in, they said
Yeah.
you got 2 minutes to get out.
To get out on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was the last one they let in,
That's
and
crazy.
then I went and
Yeah.
ran, and that
Yeah.
was the easiest part, was
Yeah.
the run. But
Yeah.
that was so hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that
And Lancey tricked me.
oh yeah. Yeah. She always does. It's funny how she can talk people into just give it a shot. And she's so nonchalant about things.
And
It's
she's
not a
just
big
big
deal. Yeah.
smile. It
Yeah.
looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And then you do it and you're like, this wasn't fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna block her.
Yeah.
On everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like my favorite. What I liked about it was the actual event,
Yeah.
and like the energy and the environment.
Yeah.
And like the supper before.
Yeah. The carbo supper.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was really cool. And
Yeah.
I met a guy. I don't know if he was from Scotland or Ireland, and he's just drinking.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just like to get a little bit drunk before my races.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he had like a limit of beers, got up, did a race, just destroyed my time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there might be something to that.
Yeah.
Try that in your nutrition.
Yeah. Yeah. Couple of beer,
Yeah.
couple of ciders.
Have you ever done like long distance runs?
I did which one? The Eston River Trek, which was 60 kilometers. They don't have it
Oh, wow.
anymore. Um, that was brutal.
Yeah.
That was
I can tell right away.
Yeah. It was bad. Like probably the worst cramping I've ever had. And
Mm,
yeah.
where is it?
Eston, Saskatchewan.
Oh, Eston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, it was 6 hours of running. It was yeah, it was bad.
That yeah, the longest I've ever done was 50.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, it was I didn't wanna run for, like, 2 months afterwards. I had no idea what I was doing.
right.
I just kinda went into it and, "Ah, let's give it a shot."
Was there lots of hills?
No, but there was lots of, like, single track down by, like, the river, and, uh, I remember running through it looked like pasture land
Mm,
and super kinda unstable, and but it was gorgeous course.
yeah, yeah.
You kinda run out of town, out on the highway, and then get down some gravel roads, and then you go through kinda like their park area, and pretty nice, and then you come back down the highway, which it was nice. Yeah.
They don't do that one anymore?
No, I don't know why it stopped, but it was yeah, it was a really nice, well done
Yeah.
race too.
I would like to do a flatter
Yeah,
ultra run,
yeah,
'cause all the ones I've tried were, like, either
the
hills or
hills.
mountains,
Yeah,
in Alberta
yeah,
or BC, and then I did that, Beaver Flat,
yeah.
which is not flat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, it would be nice I would like to see how far I could go flat.
yeah,
'Cause, like, when I
yep,
do a marathon, not that it's easy, but
yeah,
it's like I'm fine
yeah,
after,
yeah,
you know? So it'd be interesting to know how far I could actually go.
yeah,
Even the one we did, where we
yeah,
just did the loop,
yeah,
the couple loops
yeah,
every hour,
yeah,
like, that was fun.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one I hadn't ran anything longer than 90 minutes all race season, and I figured, "Well, I'll try it, see where I'm at," and that's why I brought the dogs along,
Right.
just so that I didn't do anything stupid,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I have a tendency to, like
Get competitive.
yeah, and just go till all of a sudden I'm completely destroyed, so
Right.
after their 6th loop, I was like they were done,
Mm,
and I was like, "Okay, so I'll just do the one more," and that was it. So I was like, "Okay, that's good enough."
yeah.
So,
What was your total?
I think what was it? 36
Oh,
was
yeah.
what I ended up running.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun one too.
That was fun, and I think I'd like to kinda train
And
a little
compete?
bit and even not compete, but just, like, hit that 60 mark,
Okay.
like a goal of 60
Yeah.
and just call it a day. Because if you're starting at 6 AM again,
Right.
right? Like
10 hours?
yeah, that's not bad.
I like that too.
Yeah,
I like that they start early.
yeah,
I wanted to do 60,
yeah,
but then I was just competing with Jaden.
yeah,
Did you meet Jaden?
yeah,
So then when he dropped out,
yeah,
I was like, I'm just gonna do one more lap
yeah,
and call it.
yeah.
Uh, but I should just went for 60. I regret not doing 60.
Well, and that's I kinda regret for myself, I kinda regret 'cause my goal was uh, anywhere between, what was it, 5 to 10 laps, or loops. And so I was like, "Okay," the dogs were done, and I was like, "Okay, I'll just do the one more to make it that 36." And
Right.
I was like, "Okay, good enough." But that's because I was feeling bad for the dogs because I'm like, "Well, it's now starting to get warm." Yeah, the truck was running, it was still nice and cold for them, and they love hanging out in the truck, but it's like, they're done, so they should just go home and get some extra food in them and relax. If I would've had somebody to take them back home that day, then
Right.
I probably would've done probably 2 or 3 more at least,
Mm.
but that's it also made a good excuse for me to be like, "Okay, I still will be able to walk and be
Yeah, yeah.
fine tomorrow and still get to the pool and do my regular daily stuff."
Do you do the Sask Marathon too?
No,
No?
no, no, I haven't, and I've never done the full marathon. I think I did the half like years and years ago. I've done the 5 and the 10 in it,
Okay.
but I haven't ran super long in the last little while.
Interesting. That's good, man. So what I know for these kinds of races, the biggest well, I think one of the biggest issues is like the mental side of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I always find myself having those conversations like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
"What the heck?" So, like, what advice do you have for that? Like, for the mental side of it, do you think you can, like, learn to be mentally strong, or do you think you just have to have it?
That's it's tough to say, I've in triathlon, you're around so many, like, really mentally strong people, so you kinda don't wanna look like the guy who craps out or gets soft. I can honestly say I've had one only did not finish,
Mm,
and it had nothing to do with uh, not being able to finish. It was 2 years ago at Frank Dunn. I had my rear hub on my bike tire blew up, and I was still like 10 kilometers left on the bike course, so I couldn't finish the race at all. But yeah, like that mental I don't know, s part of me thinks that it's just kinda wired into you,
yeah,
and part of me thinks that, like, with training, you can just go a little bit further, but you still have to have that in you where you're just kinda wired to just kinda persevere, right? Like, watching you and everything you do, like, you're super mentally strong.
yeah.
And it's awesome to see, and it's encouraging, and that's like I had, one time at Frank Dunn, I ran past a buddy, and he was cramping up and stretching, and, I ran past him, slapped him on the back, gave him some encouragement, and mile down the road, here I am cramped up, and I'm laying on the road. My calves and my quads are just blown right up, and here comes my buddy. He's right back there. Come on, Jeffy, let's go. He says, and
Cool.
helps me up off the ground. And he wasn't letting me stop. And it
Nice.
was awesome just to see that encouragement. And like, he's super mentally strong too. And so I was like, okay, well, if he says we're going, we're going. So
Mhm.
then it was just having people around you, right? That's gonna keep cheering you on, and when you know you got people in your corner, right? Like, you don't wanna let them down.
Right.
So,
That's the nice thing about those big races
yeah,
is, like, even, uh, it was Beaver Flat that I was cramping the most,
yeah,
and, like, I didn't have nothing. I didn't
yeah,
have no salt or
yeah.
nothing, so but everyone who walked by me, they would just give me stuff,
Oh, yeah.
they'd give me a salt
Mhm.
tablet or
Yeah.
something, and what I learned at Beaver Flat is that those salt tablets work fast.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause as soon as I pop it, it would
Yeah.
go away,
Yeah.
and then I'd be able to run for 20, 30 minutes, and
Yeah.
then I'll start cramping again.
Yeah.
And I'll wait for someone to pass me that
Yeah.
had salt, eh, boom, it would go away, and I'd be able to go again for a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
That was, yeah, one of the advice that Spokes gave me when I did Calgary half Ironman, that if you're cramping and your body feels like it's completely depleted, that next aid station, take on Coke, like the drink, and
not cocaine.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, don't do a line, but have a sip of Coke and get that in you, and it's almost like immediate. And like you said, you're good for about 20-30 minutes, and then you start to crash again.
Mhm.
And then you hit the next aid station, you take a little more, and you're good for another 20-30 minutes, and it just kinda helps you get through, hey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
freaking frustrating, though. When it first happened, I didn't even know what to do. It was the
yeah,
first time that's ever happened to me,
yeah,
and I'm just in the middle of a field.
yeah. Wondering, "How am I getting back even if
Yeah,
I did?"
for
Right?
real.
Yeah,
So that yeah, that was an interesting experience,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's fun though.
yeah,
Like,
and stuff like that's so humbling too
yeah,
because a person's like, "Wow, like, all these people are passing me," or you get some 60-year-old person who you're like you seen at the start line and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat them," and then next thing you know, they go flying past you and they're
yeah.
encouraging you and they're like, "Come on, buddy, you're doing good," and it's like so awesome to see.
Mhm. What do you do? Like, do you listen to stuff or do you
Not well racing.
no?
They won't allow it in triathlon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a safety thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Even the ones that are like the vibrating ones?
yeah, yeah, they're completely banned.
Interesting.
Yeah, because uh, you have to be able to hear vehicles coming up on you, especially in the like, on the bike course or in the swim too, right? Like, if somebody's having an issue in the water and they pull everyone out of the water,
Hmm.
then you gotta be able to hear.
Or if there's a shark coming.
Yeah, never had that, knock on wood.
Have you ever done one in the ocean?
No, I've done ocean swims and stuff, but never raced in the ocean. But, yeah, it's different. Just swimming in the ocean is yeah.
Like, different how?
Just, the salty water,
Mm.
it leaves you for me, it left me feeling gross.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. Do you think, so when I was doing the swim, I feel like I I feel like I just felt so heavy.
Oh, yeah,
Like I could not stay on top of the water.
yeah,
Um, it was like I was like I wasn't like this on the water. I was like my legs kept like falling.
yeah.
So what should I do?
That's where lots of, like, will wear the wetsuit, right?
Oh yeah.
And then it keeps your body up, it gives you a little extra flotation, and you just kinda you you're not pushing the water as much, right? Like, your legs aren't sinking then. So you're on kinda more on top of the water.
So that's what the wetsuit does.
Yeah.
I think so. I think somebody told me that too before because I just showed up in shorts.
I remember you saying that, and I was like, "Wow, like, that's hardcore."
But Lancy didn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me anything. And then
Oh,
when I'm driving up there, I see her like reel of how she just like has everything organized, all
yeah,
her equipment and stuff.
yeah.
I'm just like, what is happening?
What
'Cause
did I get myself into?
there's only one other person who was in shorts.
Yeah,
Everybody else was in a wetsuit.
yeah, yeah,
So I was like, okay,
yeah,
I didn't get the memo.
yeah, yeah,
But also for when because I did do like a couple swims to see if I can get the breathing down,
yeah,
and I couldn't.
yeah,
Okay, so I couldn't get without the nose clamp.
yeah,
Uh, I just kept getting water in my nose.
yeah,
And then with the nose clamp, like I felt like I was suffocating.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get the
Yeah,
breathing down, and just to be able also just to be able to relax enough so that you're not basically hyperventilating
like
too,
freaking
right?
out.
Yeah. Especially when the waves start crashing in and you go take that breath and you get a whole mouthful of water and now you're like coughing and spitting out water and trying not to panic and
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
Especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's mayhem.
Oh, it's Frank Dunn. Love the race. It's probably one of my favorite races that I race, and also the one of the it's the most humbling race for me just because I've never succeeded
Mm,
there. But I find because it's just such a mass start of like 250
yeah.
people, it's chaos. Like it's pure chaos. To that first and second buoy, it's like you're swimming over people, or people are swimming over you, and people are throwing elbows, and
Yeah.
it's like you're
I had to wait. I'm just
yeah,
like, I don't think I can swim in this.
yeah.
I just stood and waited a bit.
I know a few people who this year they made it out to the first buoy and they just kind of hung out and waited till kind of the crowd
Yeah.
because it was
Getting kicked in the face.
yeah, goggles go flying
Yeah.
off, or you swim and you're like, oh, that's somebody's puke that I just swam through. I've had that a few times where you're swimming and all of
Really?
a sudden you're like, oh, like you hit chunks and it's like, oh, there's puke. Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
So what it for you, what does training look like for you? Do you have like is it like hours of like what you want to be doing or do you just
Yeah, so I kind of have. I make up, it's a 4-week schedule, so I do 3 weeks of, like, building or intensive training and then 1 week recovery. So I do it kinda on a 4-week block.
And
And
the
so
1 week of recovery is, like, stretching, mobility?
I just also but I'm still running, just the
Okay,
volume is less,
I see.
only twice. So, like, on a week like this week, I'll have a aerobic long run, a higher end aerobic run, like, only 45 minutes, just kinda getting the body used to running a little bit harder. I do, just a short hill sprint run where it's, like, 10-second sprints up the hill and then walk back down,
Mm.
and then I also do, like, 1 track workout, mixture of 200s, 300s, and 400s just to get ready to run fast and hard. And then, like, swimming, I'm swimming 3 to 4 times a week. And then, biking, I'm biking 3 times a week right now. Yeah, yeah.
That seems intense.
Yeah, it's a lot of juggling.
Yeah.
So and then strength training at least 2 to 3 times a week as well. So
So that's like 15 sessions. What is that?
oh,
12
at
sessions, 15
least, yeah,
sessions?
yeah, yeah.
So you're doing like 2 a days every day kinda thing?
Yeah, and some days, like today, I got up, uh, and I did track workout at home on the treadmill. Then I went to the pool after I dropped the kids off at school, and then, tonight after this, I'll do a bike workout just to kinda squeeze it in through the week because
Yeah.
I know what the weekend looks like. The weekends, I go back to work at Kilburn, so
Mm.
I know what the weekend looks like. I got, 2 12-hour shifts on the weekend, and I still like to try keep things light, and, like, on Sunday, I like to get out. We have a group of guys that goes out and plays hockey Sunday
Mhm.
mornings, and it's just a good group of guys and gals, and it's awesome. A little bit of chirping and some healthy bantering back and forth, and it just kinda it's nice to do something completely different than what
Just a
you've
little bit
been
more
doing all
fun,
yeah, yeah, just more
less, like,
chill. Yeah,
goals involved.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Just get out there and skate and have some fun.
And then so for injuries or injury prevention, I
Yeah,
guess, how do you how can you do this many hours and not be getting injured
I do, like, a ton of mobility stuff too, so, like
daily?
yeah, I have to, and then I bought a steam sauna, and I love it.
Okay.
I use it, like, at least twice, 2 to 3 times a week.
Is that your house?
Yeah, and it's a portable one, so
Okay.
it's, what is it called? Is it New Recover? No, not New Recover.
Like a big like, it has it's
Or
like that.
or a Pro. It's a Canadian company,
Okay.
and they literally ship it right to your house. There was 5 of us from Kilburn. I emailed them, and they gave us a deal for they gave us a discount for a group of 5 of us, and it's just literally the fiberglass poles and, like, kinda, like, simplistic kinda like a tent canvas almost over top of it, and then it's got the heater outside and then the tube that with the steam canister inside, and it'll get up to like 50 degrees and like 75 to 80% humidity.
Wow.
So, and it's awesome. And it was like $350.
Yeah, and you're right in there?
Yeah.
Like your head too?
Yeah. Everything.
Okay.
The whole body's in there. And you just,
I bought one for cutting weight for boxing,
yeah.
except for she's like a sit down one
Oh, yeah.
and your head stays out.
Oh, interesting.
So then and then it also has holes for your arms.
Yeah.
So if you needed to like do
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
grab the phone,
Yeah.
but you sit in there
Yeah.
and there's like a cutoff at your neck, so your body's in it.
Oh,
And then you
interesting.
can like watch TV
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. And see, this one came with a cell phone cover. So then you can take your cell phone in there and it won't get damaged.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's got red light therapy along the top of it.
Holy.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
yeah, and it's pretty cool that way, and then I try to do a little bit of, like, the ice bath too.
Great.
So,
You do that
post
like
post the steam.
okay.
Yeah,
Just a couple times a week?
yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
I wish I'm pretty soft when it comes to the the cold.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying my best, but I just literally all I do is run cold water in the tub, and then I've taken old yogurt containers, fill them up with water, and then I just throw them in the tub and
Yeah.
wait till they're almost melted, just to kind of get the temperature down a little bit, and then I'll sit in it for 5-10 minutes. And yeah,
Cool down.
yeah, cool down after the sauna session.
So what do you do when like, I it's hard for me to think of that many hours working out. So like what do you tell yourself if you don't feel like doing it?
Like this morning, I woke up and I definitely didn't feel like doing it, but I know that you're gonna feel better afterwards.
Hmm.
Is kind of the mindset that I kind of take on, and I didn't feel better afterwards this morning. I was like, I'm gonna feel way better afterwards, and I got off and I was
So
like, man, that sucked, and I still don't feel good afterwards. And then I dropped the kids off at school, and then I'm like, s- faked it again. Yeah, I'll feel better afterwards after the swim. It was a struggle in the pool today,
yeah.
but then I felt better after when I soaked in the hot tub. I soaked in the hot tub for about 5 minutes. I got in on the jets, and that felt good, and it kind of relaxed. And then I was like, okay, that was worth it then.
And you go to Shaw?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's that's tough, man. That's a tough for your sessions, do you have a goal every session?
yeah.
Or is it like time based or is it like heart rate based or
So like the run workouts would be pace based
okay.
right now. Because I had a running power meter and it broke on me, so I got another one coming hopefully soon here. I ordered the new Stride Generation 5. It's just a running pod and it's a power meter. So then you just run off watts, kind of like bike power meter.
Mm,
And then with the bike, like I'll do specific sessions where it's like either like 10 seconds of like peak power, or like tonight will be like 5 minutes, kind of like at like sprint distance race watts. So like 260, 270 watt kind of thing for that 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes easy and doing whatever, like 6, 7 rounds of that. Plus your warm up and cool down.
hombre.
So yeah.
You're an animal, man.
No,
No, what do you mean?
no.
What would you call it?
I think it's just my helping my mental health.
Okay.
I think it's my stress relief, and
Is that why you do it mostly?
lots of it. Yeah, like um, because I bike to and from work on all year round, and
Mm,
I find like even talking to lots of my coworkers, they're like, man, like they finish their shift at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and it's like 2-3 hours later before they can get to sleep. We're like when you get to bed, and it's like I'm in bed, like if I finish my shift at 11 and I bike home, I'm asleep by 11:30, like 15 minutes after I get home. I'm like, I got some fresh air, and that's kind of my stress relief at the end of a shift, or even just getting to the shift, just kind of preparing my mind mentally to get ready
mhm,
for the shift, because it could be great or it could be a complete shit show,
right.
right?
Do you feel like you always had a pretty strong mindset, like in high school?
Yeah, I played hockey growing up too, so kind of got surrounded by lots of good mentors that way.
Mm,
Um, I had Kel Melnick.
nice.
Yeah, I helped him a few times with his hockey school, and just kind of watched when he was playing senior hockey, just watching those guys. Uh, Mr. Fulbert too,
Mhm,
just that preparation and just their mindset and how they do things, and like the guy who kind of got me into strength training was Mr. Lorenzen
mm,
in Wadena, and like
yeah.
grade 7, grade 8. I remember staying after school and lifting weights with him, and he kinda took me under his wing and kinda showed me the way of, like, strength training and, like, power cleans and things to work on the explosive power and stuff like that,
Yeah,
which was pretty cool to see, and he spent a lot of hours with me doing that stuff, so that was it was awesome, and he kinda really sparked my passion for, like, the strength aspect of things,
right.
which yeah,
It's cool that you, like, can recognize that you had mentors back then.
yeah,
So I ask a lot of people
yeah,
if they have a mentor in their life or if they've ever had, and
yeah,
most people say no,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
most people say they never had anyone.
Yeah, see, I can speak for myself and, like,
Yeah,
we were really lucky with the people we had in our high school growing up and just the sports that I was able to play in, the coaches that I had, and, yeah, just
do
got
you have mentors now still?
yeah, definitely, like, in the triathlon community, like, S Spokes by far.
Hmm,
Um, I also have a buddy, Kevin Sutton, he's a retired chiropractic doctor. Um, he's mentored me for quite a few years too, just watching him persevere, and he's still racing competitively into his 60s and just like he's the guy at Frank Dunn where I ran past him like, "Hey, let's get going." And
okay,
then like mile down the road, he's the one, "Come on, Jeffy, let's go." And
cool.
encouraging me and keeping everyone active and moving and yeah. And he kinda had a quote for me. I was complaining one time about, like, riding all year round and how, like, the weather was brutal and I didn't wanna ride, and he just kinda smiled at me one time and he goes, "You know, Jeffy, there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad gear," he said. And
Oh,
I'm like, puts things into perspective and, stopped being so cheap, and I started buying proper gear, and all of a sudden it's like, "Man, this isn't bad."
yeah,
He's right.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Do you think you've, or I guess how have you, because I'm sure you have, but how have you taken that, all these mentors that you've had in your life, and now you guys have next gen.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
how have you taken all that and how are you applying it there?
well,
'Cause
I just
that's cool.
yeah, the next gen program with Jackie when she kinda her and I started talking and she approached me to come help her with her program has just been I was like so pumped because it was like, now we can keep growing our passion, like
Mhm.
her passion for the sport and my passion for the sport. And I have 2 little kids and I want them to be involved in the sport. And I also want like their friends and their friends' friends. And I just want to keep that passion growing in
Yeah,
other kids. And it doesn't even have to be in the sport of triathlon, but just the passion of lifelong learning and physical literacy and just movement and just enjoying that, right? Like, and so trying to be a good role model for all these kids and just showing them like how passionate I am about the sport and then sharing that with the kids and also sharing it with their parents and trying to get them going. And so Jackie and I, we came up with this partway through our next gen group this year, this false situation that we had a kids and parents event. So the parents got to do a
cool.
swim as well. And then they did run and kind of like the high rocks, so many loops, 2 loops around the gym, and then a strength base
Mm,
thing like a push-ups or squats or jumping jacks or whatever. And then 2 laps, and then we had 6 stations, and it was cool to see how like the kids were loving it, but also it was awesome for the kids to see their parents involved and
yeah,
just and that's my thought of how triathlon is. It's kind of get everyone involved that you can.
right.
So,
That's cool.
yeah,
Speaking of high rocks,
yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
you got injured.
Yeah, I know. That
Have
was
you done one yet?
no, no, you guys crushed it though.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun. It was
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
A little bit harder than I thought it was gonna be.
yeah. I think the rowing would be way harder than the run.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I think the run one would be I think you and I would crush it.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
If you find one
Yeah.
next summer, I'm
Yes.
in.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll start looking because I know there's now a High Rocks in Regina as well.
Okay.
So
It's getting big, eh?
yes. Yeah. That would be awesome. I know a few people who've went out to Toronto and did that one out there.
That one's big.
Yeah.
I don't I would really have to like doing a full one on your own.
Yeah.
Those burpee broad jumps,
Yes.
that's wild.
Yo, big time.
That's like that part
Yeah.
was the hardest part.
Yeah.
And after it, it took me a while to recover properly.
Yeah.
I just like could not catch my breath after that on the hopping back on the rower. I
Oh
was just
yeah.
like, what the heck? Like,
Yeah.
but that was the only part where I was just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is,
Yeah. Huffing and puffing and
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
But I like it, man. I like
Yeah.
all those workouts. I like them all. Like,
Yeah.
those are kind of like the workouts I throw in my circuit training
Yes.
already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's fun.
Which is awesome. Like the one day that we actually got to train together, it was so fun. And I was so disappointed when I ended up with my hip injury and I'm hurt. And I'm like, oh man, like I was trying to delay things because I'm like, I wanted to do it with you so bad because we'd been talking about it and I had so much fun training with you that day. And I'm like, hey, it's good. I'm telling myself, like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. We're going to get to do it. And then, like, it's not getting better. Now I got to go see physio. Now I got to get x-rays of the hip. And I'm like, oh, now I got to actually take recovery time and take a break from training just to get it to heal. And that was kind of probably one of the worst messages in the last year that I've had to send was sending you to tell you that I can't do it. And I was like, oh, so disappointed. And I was like putting it off in hopes that miraculously one morning I'd
You just
wake
wake
up
up
and I'd be
perfect.
feeling 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing Cass is a psycho.
Yeah.
Cause like that
She's
was
a
like,
beast.
I think it was only like, I told her like on like 7 days notice or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing next weekend?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'll do it. And man, she's tough too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
she's
She's
like,
so mentally strong.
yeah, her mental is,
Yeah.
she just keeps pushing.
Yeah.
Even like, sometimes she'll be like complaining the whole time, but she'll still do it.
Yeah.
You know, those are the kind of people I like
Yeah.
to be around, you
Yes.
know, because then it's just like, it gets me to keep going.
Yes.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't be back here. I
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
get back up there.
Yeah, they're pushing me along, so yeah, you don't want to let somebody else down, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
that's awesome.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
Well, we're almost at an hour here.
awesome.
That was
That was a blast.
how was it?
I
Not
loved it.
bad?
That was awesome.
Nervous? Not
No,
bad?
no, like you're such a cool dude, and it's
I'm-
just like sitting down bullshitting.
Yeah, that's how I like it to be, is just like chill.
This
Chill, hang
was
out,
awesome. Yeah,
talk about stuff.
yeah,
And man, I didn't I'm like still in shock about how much training you do, man.
yeah,
Like 2 to 3 times I just seen you know Nick Bear?
yeah,
That he's training for an Ironman right now.
yeah,
And that's what he's doing too, is like
yeah,
2 or 3 sessions a day.
yeah.
And I just couldn't understand how you could do that for one and not just be like exhausted. Like do you have to do you like up your calories like
Oh yeah, the
so
nutrition piece is big.
yeah.
Like you got to have enough carbohydrates and protein and fat, because if not, like
Yeah. Like
you're
what are you eating? Like what do you have like a calorie number that you want to
no,
hit?
I don't
No?
track any macros. I kind of
Okay.
look at like how I'm feeling. And if I'm like feeling lethargic and stuff, it's like, okay, well, I gotta up the protein and up the
Right.
carbohydrates. And I I eat a ton of brown rice though. Like a ton. Like I'll make 3 or 4 cups of brown rice, and that's gonna get me through my set of 4 at work with training and everything else. And and then I have generally 2 or 3 meats, whether it be beef. We're big into buffalo lately. I found one of my buddies I work with, his sister has a buffalo farm out by Wolseley,
Okay.
and he hooked us up with a nice care package for decent price, and so we're like ground bison and bison roast, and
That's wicked.
oh, love it.
That's where I graduated,
Yeah,
Wolseley.
yeah, yeah,
That's where I graduated. Over there, down south.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's wicked, man. It's like it's cool to kind of like put it into perspective, because like you said, like I have like the mental down.
yeah.
It would be nice to like train properly
Yeah,
at
and
some point,
it's
you know?
taken me over a decade to kind of
Yeah,
get
to
that.
narrow it in.
Yeah, where you're also like just finding what workouts when you're pairing like your 2 or 3 workouts through the day, like which should be paired and which shouldn't be paired.
Mm,
Because if you pair the wrong ones, like you're just beating your body down and you're actually
right.
spinning your wheels. You're not getting anything out
Like
of
the
it,
one
right?
workout actually hinders the next one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So like strength training, like doing heavy leg stuff and then trying to run,
right.
it just doesn't make sense, right? You're just beating your legs down worse. And you're not
Mm,
going to get the workout in that you want on the run if you've lifted beforehand. Now, also, if you've done like a super hard run workout, it's going to negatively affect your weight workout too, right? Because your legs are already taxed.
hmm.
So,
Do you have like big goals for yourself when it comes to triathlons? Like, do you have
yeah, I want
certain races you want to run or certain times you want to beat?
times definitely, but I also this year for the first time in years, I want to qualify this year for uh multi-sport world finals in Edmonton for the following year because I can justify going to Edmonton. I can't like lots of the world finals, like the last 3 or 4 were like Australia, Spain, Germany. I can't I can't afford it, and B, I can't justify trying to load up my kids and
Right.
go make them miss school or whatever, right? For a month.
Yeah.
It just and everything's out of pocket. Like I can't justify spending 10, 15,000 dollars just for myself to go race
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just because I want to.
Right.
Whereas I can justify going to Edmonton for a weekend and racing out there. And I've raced out there quite a few times and I like racing in Edmonton. It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
is there anything else you wanted to give a shout out to, touch on?
You know, only person who I haven't talked about for mentor that I've had and what's kind of kept me going in corrections. I've had some really good mentors there. I've had some great mentors in Buddy Chris Tachuk, Brendan Twomley, some of the old school guys that when I first started, John Beaudry, he's a guy from the States who's uh, awesome guy. Some of the old directors that I've had at Kilburn, like Mike Lucas, things like that. Those guys, kind of watching them and how they handled their career to work 30 to 40 years in corrections and still have that positive attitude. And they've kind of mentored me when I first started. And those guys, I got to give a shout out to, though. They kind of kept me going and where I'm at now at 19 years in my career in corrections and still enjoying going to work every day and just trying to excel like they did and stay positive throughout their whole careers. So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Awesome, Jeff. Well,
awesome.
thanks for coming. I know we've been talking about this for a while
Yeah,
and finally made it happen.
yeah.
But you're awesome, man. Like it's
Likewise.
awesome just like watching what you're doing. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me going, and um, even being able to train with you and you know, plan some things like
Yeah.
high rocks, like that's
Yes.
fun, man. That's
Yeah.
that's what I like.
Definitely.
So yeah,
And we
man.
definitely got to get a training session in again soon.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Wicked, man.
That was awesome.